Thank you, Dream Trawler. Appreciate that. Thank you, Gee. Wendy's getting roasted. Yeah, Wendy, you're getting roasted for 3-pile shuffling. That's just ridiculous. I think people deserve to get roasted for how they shuffle, right? We can bully people for shuffling. We can bully people for how they shuffle, right? Oh, God. All right. So a turn 1 ponder here for Jeskai John. Jund John, Drixus John. It's all strange, but, you know, it's happening. Queena says, I kept running into John Lee at Eternal Weekend for some nice chats. Great guy. Really loves his legacy. Yeah, I love John. John is one of the coolest people. So chill. Such a nice person. I really like John. All right. So here's a ponder for Force of Phil. Dream Trawler says, thanks for hosting the online league, especially now that I can't come to Game Story every week. Thank you, Dream Trawler. Appreciate that. I'll put you down for the next league right now. Our Webcam Legacy League is starting a new season or whatever very soon. And people are somewhat excited about it. People are somewhat excited. It's like 50-50, you know. Damon Wind. Thank you for the resub with Prime. 5 months for Damon. Appreciate that.
I got both copies on.
Yeah.
You can take it back. It's all good.
Nah, it's fine. Play Lamp
There you go.
Code? Yeah, go ahead.
No copy.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, sorry about that. I was trying to shut off some sound here that I wasn't sure where it was coming from or if Twitch chat was hearing it. Okay. It looks like a Flusterstorm and an Expressive Iteration. Steam Vents untapped. Pass. Taking 2 from the Shocklands. Shockland. Here's a ponder from Phil. Cosmic Oil, thank you for the resub. 25 months for Cosmic Oil. Thank you, thank you. Cosmic Oil has been with us for so long. Appreciate that. I say this all the time, but whenever I see people with the silver, the gold, 2-year, 2.5-year, 1.5-year badges in the chat, it keeps me going, everybody. Knowing that people are with us for the long haul. Appreciate it so much. All right, here's a fetch here for John. Last week on stream, we had people asking about John's volcanic islands. There are some altar sleeves on there to make them look black border and foil. So everybody calm down. Everybody relax. Brazen Borrower coming in. Expressive Iteration once again for John, and a Snapcaster for Force of Phil. So we might see a Snap Fluster once again. Yep, Fluster counters the Expressive Iteration.
No, it should be at 15, right? 3, 4, 5.
Channel the Sage on your
All right, Brazen Borrower gets in for some damage. Snapcaster gets in for some damage. Tiny bit of a race happening here between Brazenborrower and Snapcaster. Brazenborrower definitely one of my favorite new Magic cards from the last couple of years. Just really like that card. I like the adventure mechanic as well. Looks like an end-step brainstorm for Phil here. No miracle. I wasn't sure if we were going to see a miracle there. MTG banning making a great point. Speaking of giving up information, did either player present their opponent with their sticker deck at the beginning of the game? No. I'm still the only person that brings bluff, sticker, and attraction decks to every match. Fake people out. It's just me doing that. All right, Brazen Borrower gets in there. Opt. Okay. And Terminus. Terminus hitting the stack after an opt. Interesting. By the way, if you're interested in Phil's deck list, it's posted in our deck list channel and of our Discord server. Links are down below for that if you're watching this later. All right, here's a ponder for John. Strifo is here and says, I'll give up so much information that my opponent's head will explode. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, comment is the truth.
LED.
Harry Houdini, thank you for the gift sub. 12 gift subs on the channel for Harry Houdini. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. We already shattered our previous record and are 4 subs away from a new record of 230 sub points on 90s MTG. Thank you, everyone. Is that an Underground Sea? It is an Underground Sea. Okay, so it looks like Phil has switched over to Esper now, which is interesting. What could the black be for? I don't know. I don't have the deck list in front of me right now. Let's see if it's just for ending. I'll look at it later. It might just be for ending, yeah. It could be for tendrils, too. Yeah, it could definitely be for tendrils. Dom V says probably some obscure card, which is probably the closest to correct. Harry Houdini, thank you for the resub. 5 months for Harry Houdini and a message. Loving this channel. It's my favorite. And go to on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you. Thank you, Harry. A Minitu, yeah. We may see a Minitu. Looks like a force pitching force despite having the mana for it. Let's see. Force pitching force, it looks like from Phil. Black mana for Lazav, yeah. Chartwin, thank you for the resub. 30 months for Chartwin. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Chartwin.
So yeah, if this resolves, it would add 3 total mana, right? Because there's one in my graveyard.
All right, so Jace gets in there, and we'll be set up to survive a lightning bolt. Weed Williams says, "Love this Underground Sea altar." Yes, very nice. Force pitch force from John is pretty smart given how many Flusterstorms I've shown him in this game. Yeah, that makes sense. Oliveira, thank you for the sub. 3 months. Appreciate that. Saraso, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
Yeah, one.
Cast and ad nauseum. Doing 3 of my reds, so I'll have 3 red left. And then let's go.
Lightning bolt on Jace. Jace will go down to 2. Draw now for John.
I don't think it'll really matter at all.
Fury, that's pretty good. Fury will be able to kill Jace here potentially. The winner of the Eternal Weekend Legacy Champs in North America had Fury in their Delver deck, 1 copy, basically replacing Wasteland. And unfortunately, the Fury was just countered. If you missed Anurag's Eternal Weekend coverage, it's still up on Onzid MTG on Twitch and will be posted on YouTube very soon. Osri Burns, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Gizlo is here saying hello. Yes, Reed Duke is playing in this event right now. We're going to be taking a look at all of it. You need not worry. If you're watching this later, be on the lookout for Reed Duke matches on the channel. Don't go anywhere, everybody. Unholy Heat on the stack here. Opt-in response. One card's going on the bottom, drawing a card. Brainstorm. Storm is 3, it looks like John is pointing out. John Don wants Wizards to redact Fury to have Flash. I don't know about that one. Pyrokinesis is a good card. Thwart is on the stack. Targeting Unholy Heat.
So Storm counts currently 4.
Storm is 4. Days. Mystic Sanctuary bought back there by the Days. Mystic Sanctuary. The purpose of the Days was to do exactly this, put Expressive Iteration back on top. All right, so Jace survives for another turn. Here's a Ponder for Phil.
Play
Target metal? Bottom.
Storm 6.
Sure.
All right, the excuse me, the Expressive Iteration just immediately put on the bottom by Jace. I think John needed to, for that Mystic Sanctuary to work, needed to have a cantrip to draw it immediately because of Jace. Maybe that was missed, or I don't know. Here's a Brainstorm for John. Both players at 9. Phil stabilizing here. No threats on the board for John. Jace is well protected.
Nemail. Oh, sure. Sorry.
All right. So a petty theft on Jace and accidentally revealing that John has the counter for it on its way back down. Counterspell on the Brazen Borrower, though, on the petty theft.
So now we 3. Okay.
Yeah, flush okay.
All right. John scoops it up. Phil takes game 1 here. Want to take a quick moment to thank some of our new YouTube members. Taniko, Troy Warrington, Control Stacks Dell, and Inv. Thank you for becoming members on our YouTube channel. Hit the join button on YouTube, and you will also get a thank you. Are we seeing any initiative white decks at the LGS? Yeah. I wouldn't say it's been completely taken over by initiative, but we have seen a little bit of the deck. Once initiative hits 20% of the metagame and has a 52% or higher win rate, we're going to have meltdowns. We're going to have meltdowns all over Twitter. Everybody prepare yourselves for that.
Off in the instep.
Off on instep, sure.
Is everybody watching right now aware of Expressive Iteration's win rate and Legacy? What's the latest data on that? Nobody knows.
Sorry, this was what I didn't want to happen.
Doctor?
Minifer, absolutely right. Meltdown doesn't do anything to initiative, exactly. Yes, Tom is surprised Phil plays opt. Yeah, Phil's trying opt in this build. And we'll see, everybody. I don't know.
Pass one counter. 5 copies.
And one card in hand now?
He opted to play opt. Exactly. Exactly.
Plan who you're going to do next turn.
Yeah, that's all I got. I can't play. You're reading up all cards. Correct.
Murktide Regent, everybody. It's too good. 5-5.
Slip teeth?
Sure. Is it staying down or?
Modern Staple Murktide Regent just hit the board.
Oh wait, sorry. I wanted to hold this one because that gives you the.
That's fine.
And it's passed to you.
Half the people watching just left. They can't take it. Murktide's too good. Oh, Swords of Plowshares, and it is gone. Oh, God. Okay, Buds with some data for us. According to MTG Top 8, Legacy cards played does not include Expressive Iteration. Not sure about wins. Yeah. I don't know.
Here and step.
Yeah, I feel like it's all on. I feel like in this series he needed more editing, in my opinion. I feel like it's. I feel like he recaps the reader. Like rehashes.
J8 Stock is here, one of our best people. MTG banning making a great point. Thank goodness we have commander cards like Swords to Plowshares. That format loves targeted removal, and we're lucky to benefit from it. Exactly. Exactly. Swords to Plowshares, as we know, was designed, tested, and balanced for 4-player play.
Okay, so sorry, you exile the endurance from your hand.
Yes. How many cards?
All right, cracking a fetch here is Phil. Yeah, let's not get started with Kappa Cannoneer, everybody. I don't know what Mark Rosewater was thinking with that one. It's too good.
I'm gonna correct this for red, man.
Sure. No, this was.
I'm sorry. This is gonna get hit exile. I'm just gonna put it here, just so. It's just destroyed. Oh, it's destroyed. My bad.
Guy Drinks Tea says, if you remove lands from the list, Iteration is indeed in the top 10, along with Force, Brainstorm, Ponder, Petal, Daze, Iteration, Bolt, Swords, Power Blast, Brazen Borrower. Interesting. No White Plume Adventurer yet. All right. No White Plume Adventurer. All right. Here's Triumph of St. Catherine after a counterbalance. Hit the board last turn. And it's not looking good for Jess Guy John, everybody.
Oh, you should have looked.
3 black, 1 red.
Good.
Does everybody remember when people wanted to ban Uro? Does everybody remember that? Got to ban Uro, everybody. All right, here's Fury pitching Dragon's Rage Channeler. It's hitting Triumph of St. Catherine. So, okay, a little bit of confusion here.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, I'm
this
sorry.
is 4. Yeah.
I'm sorry. LED. Oh yes, 6.
Yeah, I thought this was 5.
This is 4.
Yeah, it was also. You know about the time.
Oh yeah.
Trigger.
Okay, so a little bit of a premature triggering of Triumph's Die's ability, but we figured it out, everybody. It's a good thing we banned Opposition Age and it made fetches unplayable. Exactly. Which round is this? This is round 1. Round 1. First match of today's stream. Cannoneer is insane in Canadian. Highlander 100 card singleton. That's interesting. Dom V says Wizards heard our Uro complaints and decided to print more powerful cards so Uro was okay. Yes, exactly. Dom understands the whole process.
Okay. I think this was from Fury, and then this was. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead.
All right, some mistakes have happened here, but it's okay. Terminus to try to remove this Murktide Regent. Yeah, the Fury should not have been on the board, everybody. It should have been in the graveyard. Sorry about the error. So there's a Tundra on top of Force of Phil's library. I didn't opt.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Pass.
I have not played a language.
Yeah.
Dragon's Rage Channeler gets in there for 1, no Delirium. Counterbalance will be difficult to fight through, even if Phil can't manipulate the top of the deck. Here's Expressive Iteration with a Surveil trigger. Surveil will help John dig through the deck a bit, fill the graveyard a bit, and potentially get Delirium, but leaving it on top this time. Brainstorm with Expressive Iteration on the stack, and we're going to trigger a Miracle for Triumph of St. Catherine on top of that. Yeah, Counterbalance would resolve before Surveil. This is a easy thing to mix up, but active player, non-active player puts the Counterbalance trigger on the stack, on the top of the stack, resolving before Surveil. Delver goes into the graveyard. So, okay, so the Surveil trigger actually resolved now, and the Delver went into the graveyard. Okay, so it was, for a moment, resolved incorrectly, and now it has been resolved correctly. Triumph of Catherine gets chump blocked by Dragon's Rage Channeler, it looks like.
I guess that's better than the other do nothing land.
Right? Yeah.
I wrote in a good amount of things.
I'll just
The
pass.
core response.
Yes, I am a level 5 super judge.
6 out, right?
And I take out a bunch of fails.
I'm gonna draw. You gain 2. No,
Is it 18?
2. I don't gain it.
Yeah, you got everything right. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was thinking about bringing this in, I wasn't sure. Water pack?
Alright, so that's not flying either, right?
Kentucky Fried with a great question. At what level would you evolve? What level? What level do I need to become a higher tier judge? Do we have any judges watching of level 9 or higher that can help us?
Call the Arcana of Emeria, you know what I mean? One of those cards.
The only thing in this deck that you know hits which is pretty bad for me. Yeah, well, they can't change it.
Fetch here for John, going down to 7. Triumph of St. Catherine, quite difficult for Delver to beat. So Underground Sea on top of Phil's deck, so although Phil has fetches to change the top of the deck, counterbalance is in the clear at this moment.
I never have any idea unless you guys here.
Okay, Expressive Iteration drawn for turn after Mystic Sanctuary. And here's Mystic Sanctuary hitting the stack on John's side. Let's see if Phil has a response to that. Snapcaster.
I'm going to target.
But with Dark Rituals, boxes, you easily.
Targeting Opt. Counterbalance trigger is on the stack. Unexpectedly absent on Snapcaster Mage. Oh, man. It's so brutal.
Sounds like
Sheesh.
I will cast the Opt.
Okay, Opt going on the stack now from the graveyard. It has flashback because the Snapcaster targeted it. Okay, I think we're seeing John scoop here. I think John has just had enough. Well played by Force of Phil there.